Hi, my name is Phillip Lanos, and I've partnered with the Strategic Advisor Board to bring you a series of videos that's going to help you get your personal brand where you want it to be. I'm the founder and owner of a company by the name of Own the Rhythm, which focuses on personal branding and content strategy. It's important that you watch these videos in order. Unless I tell you otherwise, they build on themselves. Let's get right into it, because this video is going to be about phone cameras or mobile cameras, whatever you might have, and why they suck, or at least why you think they suck, in particular because of the way you look when you take photos with them, right? Now, let me open up the camera app. And so as you can see, when you're using a mobile phone, and this tablet's the equivalent of that, camera, if you take it up close like this, let me see if I can do this, right? You'll see this is what the photo more or less looks like. I'm trying to get it to look a little more natural. Now, it looks a little blown out here because of the way my camera's set up, but as you can see, it sort of rounds my features. It makes my face look more round than it actually is. And that's because the lenses on phones and mobile devices in particular have a round effect to them that sort of is like a fish eye effect. It's by default because what they actually do is crop in when you're not looking, because they don't show you that part, but it crops in to create a more flat effect. That's why it's a smart lens and why it is able to automate the lighting and everything in the room, which is why it looks blown out in there, but it doesn't actually really look that blown out. Now, what you want to do, and I don't know if you know this, but where I have my phone camera here set up, it's actually about 3 feet away. So it would be closer if you actually were to put it like the way I just did with this. So even if I use the higher end lenses on the back, it's still going to look that way unless I stand literally as far as I possibly can, because then you'll have more of a flat effect on you. So it's important that you understand that the way you look on devices like this is not the way you actually look. So don't judge yourself for that. You just have to understand, and if you're going to be using that, then have someone stand about 3 feet away from you and then take your photo. That's the only way it's going to make sense. Otherwise, those photos aren't going to look that great. And most importantly, if you're going to take these outdoors, make sure that the sun isn't creating shadows on your eyes. You see this? You see how when I do this, it creates a shadow? If you do that, when you go in to edit the photos or what have you, it's going to make it weird, and everything else is going to get blown up, brightened out, and what have you, except for the shadow. Even if you try to raise the shadows, it's going to raise everything else, because our faces already create shadows through the curves and crevices. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of random information, but it's important to know that. In fact, if it's an overcast day, it's actually a great day to take a photo. Believe it or not, it's one of the best ways. Because otherwise, when you're outdoors and the shadows are hitting you, you're going to want to cheat your face a little further up, right, to get that going. But then you look like this, which is not good. And we'll get into posing and things like that later, but it's important to know. That's why they have reflectors and people standing there, as you can see, trying to reflect the light so that it hits just the right places to get you looking your best. So don't judge yourself for the photos you take on your mobile devices and how you look at them, because that's not what it's about. Ideally, you'd have a friend helping you, or you can place your mobile device somewhere about 3 feet away from you. And if you can, and you have an Apple Watch, right, or some kind of partner watch to the same brand, they should have a clicker on there that you can go ahead and use as a remote to take the photo. So take a look at that. And if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll make sure to make a video about how to get your Apple Watch and your iPhone or something similar to that to get a remote photo taken. With that said, let's move on to the next video. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate that. There should be a place below where you can leave a comment. Feel free to comment whatever you want on whether or not I left something out or you have more questions about something. That being said, there should also be links in the description that should put you in touch with either the Strategic Advisor Board with what they're doing or with myself. If there isn't a link for me for whatever reason, go to philliplanos.com. That's Philip with 2 L's, Phillip, Lanos, phillip.com, and there should be some way to get a hold of me through the contact form. I also have my social media links on there. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you.